What's shaking, fellas? Honestly, I didn't think Nick was gonna go live tonight. I was like fucking passed out till like an hour ago, and then I woke up and checked. I saw that he. What up, fellas? Sorry about the trouble, man. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to like spend a fucking whole day trying to figure this program out. But looks like I'm good to go now, though. Oh, finally, I had to restart my fucking computer. Full rig. Shame he doesn't have his own music. Although maybe he does. I'm not gonna press it though. You know, if I try to press it, it'll fucking end up just ruining it or something. Sign it. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on here? What happened? Sorry. It's all sorted out now, though. At least that's how it seemed. The daggone live stream. Hate that. You know, don't you hate that when your home screen on your phone changes somehow? Like, you don't even know how the hell I man, I don't know what the deal is with OBS, but I just had to run it with in safe mode. Just stream on YouTube. Like I can't even do fucking Twitch and shit at the moment for some reason. Not exactly sure what the issue is on that, but I can stream to YouTube at least at the moment. You know, it's weird because as soon as I hit stream, it streams for like a minute, and then my all my internet cuts out. You know, like even my his stream goes, it stops. The feed stops being produced. I don't know what the fucking deal is, but it's like only when I use the multi-stream software. So, you know, it is what it is. It's just I'm not gonna be able to go on fucking Twitch tonight or Twitch or Kick or any of that shit. But whatever. Really not why I do it anyways. Uh, you know, like nice if I could, I can multi-stream to all of them, but if I can't, it is what it is. Like I don't actually make any money off of any of the other streams. Yeah, right. Yeah, happy Memorial Day. Robin, Robin, Alex, Mr. Ross, Mr. Ross himself. I'll put some, at least put some music on in the background real quick. Man, I've been sleeping all day, man. I feel, or I look like shit. Like woke up like all groggy like an hour ago. I didn't think Nick was gonna stream tonight. If I'm being honest, I didn't think he would. And it's surprised. I kind of lucky that I even woke up. To be honest. Made an effort to anyway, but I didn't think I was. I figured I would sleep right through it. That was my. That's how I thought it was gonna go. I hate that shit. It's doing a little two-step verification thing, and it wasn't sending the fucking message. And then as soon as I go to choose a different way, the message comes through. Pain in the ass. This is wrong. It's that shit right here. This is that shit, bro. This could be like fight music. Man, I was watching Don Fry. I was watching stuff on Don Fry, dude. What a beast that guy was. Fuck, that guy was a beast, bro. And he was like a true like American gladiator. And if you see anything on the guy nowadays, hey, how y'all doing? Come on down to the horse house. I mean, it's so cliche. Dude was a fucking beast, though. question. Former. Mary Sequels. MCA, GCC. Oh, you're over in San Diego. Good. Still not on data centers. That's good music. Brother up with some jewels. Some jewels. I appreciate that. You and your gold and your jewels. Jewels and jewelry. This is still the same piece of music, too. Yeah, I knew 29 Palms was a bass. You know, I was watching, just like a couple hours ago, I watched it was a video, it was a recording of the beginning of boot camp, you know, when they sit you down in the bay, squad bay, and they tell you all the rules and shit, and what is it, like the officer that's above the drill instructors, he comes in and introduces himself, and then introduces the drill instructors, and then they get down to business. Never seen that before, you know. It was quite interesting. You got that? You know, every time he'd say something, you got that? It was pretty cool. And, you know, I used to think how hard-ass they were and how, like, it was almost unreasonable. And then when I watched it, I think to myself, oh, wait, if you just follow the rules and do as they ask you to do, nothing, you know, you're fine. Like, I don't know, it just, when I seen it as an adult just now, as I watched
Alex Robbins 9067 says, like stream or you will get chimped out on by a random guy at Walmart.
That's funny. Nice. It was just, I don't know, when as a kid, they yell and they do all that stuff, and I think, you know, as I watch it now, and I'm thinking to myself now, like, well, yeah, you know, they're trying to harden those guys so that they can think under pressure. That's the whole point of it. Is so that, you know, you don't lock up under fire, under pressure. Because, you know, if a force is only as good as, you know, as they can get shit done under pressure, under fire, like, that's the whole point of a military. And the whole point of all of it is to, you know, forge men that can, you know, work well under pressure. You know, they respond well to pressure. They don't fold, you know, it's easy. Like, I've been with people that get locked up in a tight situation, you know, like where they don't think, they don't act. And when you're in that tight situation, you just expect everybody to be able to quit themselves well, but that's not the case. That's not how it goes. Like, I remember one time remember one time when I was younger, I was at Wakaiba Springs. It's a little spring that people canoe. It's got a little river and stuff. And there was nobody there. It was like Memorial Day weekend or something. I mean, my cousin went there to go to canoe, and he brought some weed. He bought some weed and had rolled a blunt. And we started smoking it in the truck, and they had a field was their parking lot, and you walked over from the field.
Former 615 says, STFU is Nick on tonight.
Yeah, he is on tonight, you jackass. What do you think he's pulled up for? But yeah, we were smoking a blunt and walking back to the place, and some fucking jerk off faggot in some cut off jean jorts and a fucking in a straw hat with no shirt on, walking around this like just bitch ass dude. And we crossed paths.
Former 615 says, number 1.
Real though. Okay. Anyway, this guy fucking crosses our path and you guys can't do that here, and just throws a bitch fit, you know. And it's just like, bro, he's like, you gotta go. And we're like, okay, fine, you know, okay. We just turn around and leave. We get back in his truck and we're sitting there finishing it out. And all of a sudden, like, I see in the rearview mirror, there's like 3 cops that I guess work there, walking up behind us. I think it was the owner with him too. And I looked at my cousin, I'm like, bro, fucking cops are coming, you know, what's the deal? And he eats that shit. He eats the blunt, and then he just like locks up, bro. As the cops are walking up, I'm like, yeah, you know, there's still some right there in the bag, dude. Like, and he just, bro, it's like he just couldn't react. He just didn't have it. He didn't have the composure. I grabbed this bag. They're at the windows, but he had tint. But they're at the windows, and I'm fucking like sticking this shit in my mouth and chewing it down. And then the cops are knocking on the window. There's a woman on my side and a guy on his side. He rolls down the window, and the cops like starts questioning him, and he's like, you guys have anything still? Like, I see the blunt right here. Where's the weed? My cousin's like, oh, it's right here. And goes to hand him this fucking blunt container with the weed that he put in there that I ate. And I'm like, oh my God, I just ate that, bro. Like, for real though? Like, I start elbowing him, like, bro, I just, like, what the fuck, bro? And he hands us and says, yeah, it's right here. And then I elbow him, my cousin, and he realizes that I ate it, and he goes, oh, actually, never mind, never mind, officer. Like, I was just, so the officer starts getting really pissed, like pissed, visibly pissed. And he's like, okay, then step out of the car, you know. He's like, I'm fixing to search this. He's like, you know, are you sure there's nothing in there? You know, because he assumes that he just changed his mind or something. He's like, is there anything I need to know about? My cousin's like, no, there's nothing in there. And it's like a total mess in there. He opens the door, and you know, he makes a big deal out of it, like being stern, like a father, something like, are you sure there's nothing in there? Because if I find something, I'm going to kick the shit out of you, right? Like, seriously, though. That's what he said. And he goes in there for like 30 seconds, and he comes back out, and he goes, man, I've seen some dirty fucking vehicles in my day. He goes, but that one right there takes the cake. He's like, the owner doesn't want you assholes coming around here anymore. You know, you're trespassing. They didn't end up doing the fingerprinting and shit. He was just trying to scare us off. But I just remember that was a kind of a pivotal moment, or I learned something there, that you can't trust other people in a tight spot. You know what? You don't. People lock up. My cousin's a smart dude too. You know, and that was weird that's how he responded. And I've seen that other times where things get tight and then people lock up. Man, that's the whole point of the boot camp, is to fix that. You know, like to show you, okay, you know, just because there's loud noises doesn't mean, you know, that you don't have to do what you need to do. And Nick just sent out his message. You know, what up there, Caucasian? Anybody in here watch that dude, Jake Monroe? Isn't that his name, Jake Monroe? Oh. Nick has like a this montage dude just dressed up in like a fucking Imperial German military uniform and shit. You know, I've lost a lot of weight too, like the last few weeks. Just by not drinking soda. I had like love handles like 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm not even joking. I had love handles. Saddlebags. Oh man, I done lost all that shit already though. Oh yeah, he definitely got scared, my dude. He definitely scared him. He just like locked up. He couldn't respond, man. It was weird. Memorial Day, hell yeah. It looks like there's a lot of people already. He's not even on yet, and there's already 40-something people in here. He did send out the message though, so he should be on in a second. Wow, that song was so fucking legit, bro. That worked out so well. You know, it was like 3 separate songs though, because there's a break, 2 points in that song, in that piece of music. And it's just kind of how it came to an end slowly too. It's just fucking badass, man. Yeah, I got some raspberry cough. My buddy, I grew it one time years ago. When I was in my mid-20s, I was growing. And I grew like, I used a closet, a walk-in closet. I grew like half a pound of raspberry cough and half a pound of some other stuff like uh, Gorilla Glue #4, Blue Dream, I think was the other one. But that raspberry cough, it's a sativa. That shit is so good, man. It was such a fire fucking, and that batch was just so on point, man. I cloned the whole tent, the whole raspberry cough tent. It was all cloned from one mother, so all the bud was exactly the same. You couldn't tell the difference between the different the clones and the mother, and none of that. And I bought a heat press and pressed my own rosin and shit. It took me like a year to smoke that. Yeah, like I grew it I did 3 batches. The first one was garbage though. Didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, well, you know, I can't, you know, wait, I had problems with it, you know, when I was a kid. Like, so I have a real sensitive, I guess, a sensitivity towards being overweight. I don't want, you know, I like made a vow to myself, like, nah, never again. These are synth too. This is a computer arranged. There's a lot of them. Most of them are copywritten. He's about to go live now. Killers. feeling it's going to be an excellent show. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a real barn burner of a show. I mean, I feel like he kind of takes. These are the kind of opportunities that he uses to do barn burners, like like a Memorial Day uh, evening show. You know what I mean? Like I kind of I get that feeling from him that that's how he likes.
Good evening, everybody. You're watching America First. My name is Nicholas J. Fuentes. We have a great show for you tonight. Very excited to be back here with you tonight on Monday. We have a lot to talk about tonight, lots to get into. Big show, holiday transmission. I hope everybody is having a great Memorial Day. I would have taken the night off and not done a show, but I skipped the show on Friday. So I hope everybody's enjoying their day off. We got a big show for you, though. We got a lot to talk about, lots to get into. Our featured story tonight, we're talking all about the war in Iran, which might be coming to an end. It's been almost exactly 3 months. We're nearing the 90-day mark. If you remember, the war started on February 28th. It is May 25th. So we are nearing almost exactly 3 months of war in Iran, and although the actual kinetic strikes, the actual military hostilities have stopped for the most part since the ceasefire broke out almost 2 months ago, technically speaking, we are still in a state of hostilities, which could resume at any time. And so tonight we're going to focus specifically on the negotiations, which have been conducted over the past weekend. Last week, we talked a little bit about this and where things stand. There's been some major developments. The U.S. and Iran are now negotiating through both Pakistan and Qatar on what they are calling a Memorandum of Understanding, or an MOU, which would bring the war to a close for a temporary window of 30 to 60 days. And this will involve the opening of the strait, ending of the U.S. blockade. Potentially could include other things too, like unfreezing of Iranian assets, withdrawal of U.S. forces from the region, and this would pave the way for diplomacy. Last few days. Sort of interesting, on Saturday, it seemed like we had a deal, and I'm not sure how many people were even paying attention or watching the news. Saturday, Friday were very busy days. On Saturday, it appeared like the war was about to resume. There were reports that Israeli fighter jets were spotted over northern Iraq, Israeli airstrikes in Syria, potential U.S. action in Iran was about to resume. That was happening Friday night into Saturday morning and afternoon. By Saturday night, it looked like they had a deal. And it seems like perhaps prematurely, it had been reported in the Wall Street Journal and Reuters and Axios and a number of other sources that Iran and the United States were preparing to announce this Memorandum of Understanding. Now, this came as a surprise to everybody because, as we've talked about on the show, there are two huge unresolved issues where the U.S. and Iran have very strong positions, very strong red lines that neither side has been willing to compromise on. There's been no sign that either side is even willing to walk back any of those maximalist hardline positions. So it seemed that there was this premature announcement. They said that a deal was imminent to be announced by the Trump administration. We'll talk about some of the provisions of this potential deal. But by Saturday night, late into the evening, into Sunday morning, it became apparent that there was nothing like a deal even close. And just like the previous ceasefire or series of ceasefires, there was a lot of miscommunication about what each side had actually agreed to and what the deal would even look like. And so we'll talk about what has happened in the past 72 hours and what those discrepancies are and where things stand as of tonight. So we'll get into all that. It's pretty interesting stuff. I will say, fundamentally, it appears that the situation is unchanged. We've talked about this now for 3 years, 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And as I've always said about negotiations or even the prospect of a deal, a short-term ceasefire, a truce, anything like that, is that it will always come down to the fundamental issue, and that is the enrichment of uranium. If you watch the show, if you've been watching the show for any period of time, if you've watched my coverage of Iran, then you understand that fundamentally it comes down to whether Iran will be allowed to enrich uranium, whether they'll be able to keep their stockpile of highly enriched uranium. And since this war started, another question is involved, which is who will control the strait and under what conditions? And those are still the intractable issues. That is the impasse. And I don't see either side making any kind of settlement on either of those issues. Neither side, neither issue. It seems there's zero maneuverability. And so my heuristic on this, as much as you might hear about a ceasefire, you might read the headlines. There are unnamed, anonymous sources talking about a diplomatic breakthrough all the time. You just have to ask yourself which side is going to blink first. And I think the answer is neither. Neither side is really in a position to change here. But we'll talk about it. We're going to get into all that. We're also going to talk tonight about the huge Treasury Department investigation into Hasan Piker.
Nice.
And we are back. We are white-pilled again.
Nice.
The Trump administration heard me. It works. I have been saying for months, I have been putting this out there. I said 2 months ago, Donald Trump, if you can hear me, please imprison Hasan Piker.
Yes.
I've been saying it for months. I've been saying it for years. Why do we even have a Trump administration if Hasan Piker is not in a cage? Why do we even have a Republican president if Hasan Piker is free? So I put out the call. I put this out there. I took it and I put it out there. I said, Mr. President, if you can hear me, put Hasan Piker in prison today. Put Hasan Piker in jail now and never release him. What else is even the point? Why else do we even do this?
What's the point of winning?
Why is he allowed to be free? Arrest him immediately. I put this out there 2 months ago, and finally the call has been answered. He's listening. He still cares. Here's how we could still win. I'm joking about that. Still hate Trump. We still don't like Trump. Trump is still the enemy. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to create any confusion. I'm joking. We still are anti-Trump. We are still Democrats. We're still riding the blue wave to destroy the Republican Party. But let's just say this is one of the perks. This should be one of the perks, which is you see your enemies on Twitch get harassed by law enforcement. That's just a bonus. That we just get that as a treat. And so we're also going to talk tonight about this investigation that's been opened up. I believe Hasan Piker was subpoenaed by the Department of Justice. And this has to do with the fact that he visited Cuba. There's been a lot of new restrictions added on what American citizens are able to do in Cuba. This is through the Treasury Department because Cuba is under intense sanctions from the United States. So this has to do with his recent trip there, a hotel that he stayed at, this convoy that he was a part of. He's being subpoenaed by the DOJ. Here's the thing. See, here's my problem. Why all the half measures? A lousy subpoena? Who cares about a subpoena? I got subpoenaed. I didn't even answer it. They asked me for 6 million documents. I didn't give them anything. We ignored it. We said, you know, that's going to take us a lot of time to collate all those documents. We're not doing that. Subpoena? We need Trump to put Hasan Piker in jail forever. We will settle for nothing less. And I said this on Twitter. Let's just call that a good start. You want to get everybody back on the Trump train. You want to get the Groypers back. Approval ratings are in the toilet. Job approval is a disaster. Favorability is lower than after January 6th. You want to get everybody back on board? This is a great idea. Free of charge. Stephen Miller, if you can hear me. Stephen Miller's wife, if you can hear me. J.D. Vance, Usha Vance, if you can hear me. Let's run this up the flagpole. Let's get this done. Let's put our differences aside just this once. And let's just put this guy in jail forever. Let's just take Hasan Piker and let's put him under the jail forever. That's my proposal. So we'll get into that too. We're going to talk about it. And more to the point, I just want to add to this. This is really bothering me. So I say on Twitter today that we need to put Hasan Piker in jail. And I get all of these anti-Semites saying that I'm Jewish because I want Hasan Piker to be put in prison. They said, well, Laura Loomer said the same thing. Hasan Piker criticizes Israel. And this goes with the whole idea that the solution to our problem is a right-left alliance. You hear this all the time. You say, we need a right-wing, left-wing alliance. We're all going to fight Israel. Let's bring the socialists and the fascists together, and we're all going to put Israel in their place. And I'm just here to tell you that is never going to work. Fuck the left. The left are garbage. They are scum, and they want us dead. Don't you understand that? Do you understand that if you go into a left-wing neighborhood as a right-wing person, if they knew you were right-wing, they would try to kill you and your family?
That's true.
Let's not forget, yes, Jewish oligarchy is occupying America, and that is an impediment to America first and American sovereignty. But let us not forget for even 1 second that the far left is a creation of the Jewish oligarchy. People say the Jewish oligarchy is pitting the right and the left against each other. That's wrong. The Jewish oligarchy created the left. There are only conservatives, nationalists, fascists, and maybe liberals. But the far left, communists, progressives, socialists, that's a creation of organized Jewry. What did the far left do in the Soviet Union? It wasn't even the Unionists. It wasn't even the socialists. It was the hardcore Bolsheviks, the vanguardists, the Leninists. They were the ones that went and killed everybody. They were the ones that tried to destroy every nation in the whole world. They tried to do it in Germany, in Italy, in China, in Mongolia. They did it everywhere. And then they exported.
Don't forget, Marx was a Jew.
Into the United States. What is the left? It's open borders. It's destroying the family. It's all those things. This idea that we're going to unite with Hasan Piker, first of all, their heroes are Jewish communists.
Absolutely. Communism.
Hasan Piker is doing tricks on it for Rosa Luxemburg, or whatever her name is. He's doing tricks on it for Leon Trotsky. He's doing tricks on it for Jewish communists. If he had it his way, the entire country would be a stinking, progressive, liberal, open borders, Jewish shithole.
It'd be a kibbutz.
In case you haven't noticed, that's what all these progressive cities are. Minneapolis has a Jewish mayor. Hello? New York City, LA are the most Jewish cities in America. And people go, oh, if we could just put our differences aside, we're going to team up with the Young Turks and we're all going to defeat Israel. It's not going to go like that. I promise you. So we'll get into that too. We'll discuss that in relation to the Hasan Piker subpoena. We'll get into all that. It's going to be a good show. Before we do, I want to remind you to smash the follow button on Rumble, smash the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show.
Smash the like button.
Remember to check out our merch store at Fuentes.store. We have our spring and summer collection. Now that it's Memorial Day, everybody can wear white. We got the white hat. We got the white quarter zip. Hello. I'm wearing one of the hoodies because I was out today for Memorial Day, so I didn't have time to change into the suit. Also, all the suits are at the dry cleaner, and I forgot to pick them up. So we're wearing a hoodie for the show. A little bit of a casual Monday. A little bit of a casual Monday atmosphere today. If you want to support the show, remember to check out AmericaFirst.plus. $15 a month to get access to the entire archive of the show, Every episode, every stream, collab, speech, debate, it's all there. $100 a month, you get to be in the group chat. And look, there's a lot of rumors going around this weekend. A lot of allegations. I can't even keep track of all the allegations anymore. I'm a cluster B. I have an unstable sense of self. I don't even know what the allegations are. The allegations are that I'm heterosexual now. I don't even know what the allegations are anymore. But if you're in the $100 a month group chat, you get the information from the source. If you want to be up to speed on the drama, the rumors, the social aspect of all of this, you want it from the source, you got to be in the group chat. You missed it. So much speculation this weekend. Who am I with? What am I doing? What's going on? So much gossip. Well, look, if you want to know what's going on, I'm just going off in the group chat. I'm just going off in the $100 a month group chat. I'm giving you all the dirty, disgusting, filthy, reprehensible details that nobody wants to hear.
And that you pay for.
That's all in the group chat. And it's only for people that are subscribed. So America First Plus, check it out. I dished the dirt. We also talked about Iran a considerable amount this weekend. And we talked about the beef. There's a lot of beef going on. We talked about all of it. So check that out, America First Plus. Okay, with that, we're going to dive into the show. I also just want to say one other thing. Okay, so I see this clip today with Sneako. What is this guy's fucking problem? Yesterday, Memorial Day weekend, he goes on stream and he goes, you know, Nick Fuentes needs to be more of a unifier. The way he treats people's really inconsistent. He trashes Candace, then he wants to do a stream. This guy needs to do this. And so I saw that clip and I was like, you know what? No big deal. That's kind of like my new motto. It's like, don't get tilted. Don't get mad. No big deal, right? I'm like, whatever. I'm on a boat. I'm hanging out with the niggas. I'm like, it's no big deal. Then today, fresh, Monday, I'm watching a clip from his stream. He goes, let's look at all the different Israel critical streamers. Who's going to unify the anti-Israel movement? Nick Fuentes, 10%. Dan Bilzerian, 35%. Me, 35%. I'm like, okay. You know what? Fuck Sneako. Fuck you.
We've been saying this
I have had
months,
it up
Nick.
to here with
make up
Sneako.
in a
I have
week.
been tolerant. I have been far too nice. I have been taken for a sucker. You don't want my friendship. You don't want me as a friend. Let's see how you like me as an enemy. Okay, pal? I go out to New York. He doesn't want to do the collab. Then he takes a 30-minute call from Dan Kazarian shitting on me. He says, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing to do. I say, okay, I'll let it slide. I still like the guy. And then it's just an unrelenting stream of sneak dissing. It's almost like it's in the name, sneak dissing me. He's not a unifier. He treats people badly. He's not going to unify the movement. It's going to be this loudmouth fucking manlet Jew that's going to lead the movement. Oh, okay. That's the way it's going to be? Iceman used to be a nice man. Now it's on site. You don't want me as a friend? You don't want to collab? Oh, I'm just all about the drama? You know what? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. You don't want me as a friend? Let's see how you like the Groypers as enemies then. And if you see Sneako in New York, I want you to tell him on my behalf, tell him, fuck you, fucking brown clown. It's over. Forget it. That's insane. I think I was nothing but nice. Think about it.
He has.
Think about how much I have tolerated from this guy for the past 8 weeks. You took it too far. You pushed me too far. And you know what? In general, this is the new motto. No more unity. Okay? That's the new message. My new message, fuck unity. It's not America First United. It's America First Disunited. I am done holding everybody up like Atlas. I am done carrying everybody on my back. Everybody demanding that I'm the leader, but also no respect. You ever notice that? You need to be the unifier. You need to be the leader. You need to do this, this, and this. Also, we don't respect you. Also, we don't defer to your opinion. Also, we don't obey your edicts. You need to be the unifier. You need to take endless shit from everybody. Endless sneak dissing, backbiting, talking behind my back, counter signaling my ideas. Oh, but also, you got to just be above it all. And, you know, you just got to tolerate that. You got to unite everybody. You know what? If you're not a groiper, fuck you. How about that for a new message? Far left, people in the middle, whatever. You're not on board with groipers. You're not on board with America First. It's fuck you. It's on site. No more. America First United. Good luck. Good luck. You tried it. Go ahead. Do another conference. Let's see how you do against Randy Fine. Let's see the rally. Let's see the next conference. You think you can do it better than me? Oh, okay. Let's see it, brown clowns. Let's see it, Jew Kazarian. Let's see it, Sneako. Let's see it, Sneak Disser. Let's see you put the movement together then. And now I'll be the toxic one. I'll be the one taking shots at everybody. I'll be the one rocking out with my cock out, doing my own thing. Let's see you do it then.
Nice.
That's the new message for the summer. I have officially been pushed too far. You saw I tried to be magnanimous. I tried to be gracious. I think I said like 4 weeks ago, I said, I have no enemies. Remember, I said, I have no enemies. Megyn Kelly, Tucker, Candace, Sneako. I said, all is forgiven. There is no beef between us. And look at how they have done me. And I'm under attack by everybody. I'm under attack by the Trump administration. They put me on a list. They called me a terrorist. I'm in this new report. They're saying they're going to undermine my Christian identity. I'm under attack by the ADL, by Media Matters, by the Washington Post, by the Atlantic, by the low IQ anti-Semites, by Laura Loomer. So, you know what? You have officially pushed me too far. It is a war against everybody. It is a war on all fronts. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No, the magnanimity is over. We are fresh out of that. We are fresh out of magnanimity here. You are all my enemies. If you're not with me, you are my enemy. And America First is here to take over. We're not here to unite and take shit from brown clowns. I'm not here to unite and clout farm and help all these brown clowns that have no respect for this movement. That's over. So, yeah, we're done with that phase. We're done with that episode. We tried it. It didn't work. Now
going hard in the paint with the fucking salmon pink sweater on. I love it.
It's on site. So Sneako, greenlit. These other people, greenlit. Groiper, greenlit. That's done now. You don't want the friendship? You don't want to do the collab? Okay, now let's see how you like it the other way. You chose. We all make decisions. We make them every day. And so, unfortunately, that's the way it has to be. Sadly, that's how you chose. You pushed me too far, and now, you know, it's just one too many things. You just pushed me a little bit too far. The Jew Kazarian thing, you know, that was bad enough, but then you just had to keep pushing. Pushing. I see how you treat me. You clearly have no respect for me. You have no love for me. You do not care about me. You don't give a shit about me. So now let's try it the other way. No greater friend, no worst enemy. Let's find out. So I had to just get that out of the way. Can you believe that? And yeah, you know what? The Groipers were right. The Groipers told me The Groypers were right. I was arguing with my own people. I was arguing with my own people that actually support me and agree with me and care about my well-being on your behalf. No, he's a good guy. I just like him. I'll tolerate endless nonsense. You have awakened the beast. You woke up the monster. Now it's on site for, because I think I'm a pretty nice guy, but I do have a limit. Our patience has its limits, okay? You and all these Muslim cocksuckers like Hakika Joe and Shibli and all these other douchebags, fuck all of you people. Fuck you. I see this Shibli. It's like, aren't you with the Council on American Islamic Relations? And by the way, I have never seen a bigger brown noser in my entire life. You should have seen it. All these ultra pious Muslims, you're at Dan Bilzerian's house, and dude, this Shibli's guy was so far up Jew Kazarian's ass, when Dan opened his mouth, you could see him waving inside. You could see his hand waving. These pious Muslims with their Instagram pimp, you can have them. You deserve each other. So anyway, that's over. The unity is over. It's one message. War on all fronts. Total war. America first. Groypers. Nick Fuentes. That's it. Not all the brown clown Muslims, not all the left-wing filth, not all these fence sitters in the middle that can't make up their mind, pizza delivery boys and schizo conspiracy theorists. Yeah, that's done. So anyway, we are going to move on. We're going to get into the show.
Enough with the gossip.
Didn't have to be this way. It could have gone a lot differently, but you know, people just can't. There's no respect. We are going to move on. We're going to get into our show. And our first story is all about Hasan Piker, very much related to that point. This is deeply connected to everything I just said. So our big story from this weekend is that the left-wing socialist Twitch streamer Hasan Piker has officially been subpoenaed by the Department of Justice. This is in connection with his trip to Cuba a couple of weeks ago. And I'll read you the story about this. This is from the New York Post. It says, quote, "Far-left streamer Hasan Piker has been visibly rattled by the federal investigation into whether his jaunt to Cuba in March violated U.S. sanctions. And if you saw the clip, bro was not happy. He said, "This is not great. I mean, it's bullshit, but still not great. They're after your boy. They're up my ass," he says. Over the weekend, Fox News reported that the feds subpoenaed Piker and Code Pink co-founder Medea Benjamin over their trip to the communist island off the coast of Florida. Piker and Benjamin were two of more than 36 individuals under investigation by the Treasury Department, and that's part of their Office of Foreign Assets Control. The subpoenas for communications and other relevant documents came in response to an online rumor that he and his comrades stayed at a sanctioned hotel in Havana. The participants in the trip have denied this rumor. Piker was among hundreds of lefties who joined the Nuestra America convoy, featuring socialists from Europe and North America who traveled to Cuba under the pretense of distributing humanitarian aid. So I saw this story, and let's just say for openers what Hasan Piker is. Okay, before anybody gets it twisted. For those that don't know, Hasan Piker is a far-left, progressive, democratic socialist. He is the nephew of Cenk Uygur, the founder of the Young Turks. He is an advocate for many DSA members, progressive members of the Democratic Party. And he's probably, arguably, one of the biggest political streamers in the country, and he's on Twitch. He's advocated for violence against people like Rick Scott, against Charlie Kirk, against Trump, against a number of other people.
White people.
So now he's under investigation by the Treasury Department and by the DOJ because he went to Cuba and allegedly stayed at some sanctioned hotel. They say that he violated U.S. sanctions against Cuba even just by staying there or potentially being there. Now, I saw a number of people say, or seem maybe to imply, that because Hasan Piker has criticized Israel in the past, that he is some kind of ally of ours. People are saying that because he has criticized Netanyahu and the war in Gaza and Israel at some point in time, that this investigation into him was brought down by the Jews. It was brought down by the Zionists and the Trump administration, and that's why we have to be sympathetic. So, for example, I saw Sneako and I saw a number of other people say, well, even though we don't like Hasan Piker, and even though he doesn't like us, and even though he...
All this shit is just a setup. Hasan Piker started dealing with politicians that are running for office. So they subpoenaed this to make him look like a communist, because a bunch of reporters went to Cuba. They're not getting subpoenas. They're only subpoenaing Hasan Piker because he's rubbing elbows with top Democrats and they're running for office. That's all. This is pure politics.
An ideological enemy. They say we should not cheer on his persecution because it sets a precedent. They say this is dystopian. This sets a precedent that if we allow the Trump administration to crack down on Hasan Piker, then they will do the same to other Israel critical voices. And so there's this sense of camaraderie. There's a sense of unity. We're all in it together. He's Israel critical. He's under an attack. He's under attack. And so it's something like an attack on one is, in theory, on a long enough timeline, an attack on all of us. Further, people say that even though he's a left-wing streamer, they say in reality, whether you criticize Israel from the right or whether you criticize Israel from the left, this is an artificial divide. It's a fake spectrum. It's a horseshoe. Whereas we think we are on two sides, opposite sides of a right and left spectrum, in reality, we are on the same side of a vertical spectrum. So on a horizontal spectrum, we might be all the way over here on the right, and he might be all the way over there on the left. There's another dimension that on a vertical spectrum of being against Israel and supporting Israel, we are on the same wavelength. We are on the same quadrant or side of that axis. These are some of the things that people are saying. I would like to address this idea in general, because to me, this is the biggest and most relevant idea when it comes to Hasan Piker and the persecution against him. I would like to point out for everybody watching right now, by the way, that the precedent has already been set for all of this. You want to talk about censorship, debanking, hate speech legislation, weaponization of the DOJ. You think going after Hasan Piker sets the precedent? This is the precedent. This has been the precedent. By the way, this has been the precedent for decades. And who set the precedent? Because I seem to recall that it is and always has been the far left that has been advocating for far-right anti-Semites, critics of Israel, fascists, National Socialists to be debanked, censored, jailed, the rest of it. Look at the experience of me and this show. Think about Hasan Piker for a moment. He is on Twitch right now. Twitch is owned by Amazon.
Really?
He's on Twitter with a verified account. He's on Instagram with a verified account. He is on TikTok. He is on YouTube. He is on Spotify. He is on all these services. He has made millions of dollars over the years. He has never, as far as I know, up until this point, been subpoenaed. He's never lost access to a big tech platform or a big tech service like PayPal or Stripe or Uber. Never lost access to the social platforms like YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. In the meantime, literally everybody on the right has had all of that happen to them. And I know because I'm one of them. When right-wing people went to Charlottesville and said Jews will not replace us, and there was a variety of people in attendance. There were immigration restrictionists and National Socialists. There were neo-Confederates and white identitarians. There were paleocons. There were people that were there because they were concerned about the Robert E. Lee Monument. You know what happened to those people? Those people were doxxed. They were harassed at their homes. Their families were harassed at their homes. They lost their jobs. They lost their Twitter accounts. They lost their bank accounts. They were charged 5 years later under the Biden administration, under the Ku Klux Klan statute in Virginia. The groups that organized it were sued by the far left SPLC. So let me ask you this. When all those far right people that went to that rally, when the government was being weaponized against them, when the big tech billionaires were cracking down on them, when the far left activist organizations with $700 million in offshore bank accounts in the Caribbean islands, when they were suing those people, where was Cenk Uygur? Where was Hasan Piker? Where was the far left? Where was this ecumenical far left, far right unity back then? Did Hasan Piker pick up the phone and call his DSA allies at Right Wing Watch and SPLC and tell them it's all one struggle against Israel? When the Biden administration brought the KKK statutes against people 5 years after the fact, did Hasan pick up the phone and call his Democrat allies, or go in public and criticize the Biden administration and say, we need to let these people go? Not only did the far left not advocate on our behalf, they were actually leading the charge to get us destroyed the entire time, repeatedly, for years. I remember the only time I was ever on a Twitch stream with Hasan Piker, it was April 2019. I did a debate. It was me and Carl Benjamin against him and Destiny.
Such a great debate.
About a week after that debate, I lost my Twitch account forever. Now, bear in mind, if I was on Twitch for the past 10 years and I was fully monetized, I would probably be 5 times as famous, 10 times as rich.
You would be killing it.
My life would have been far easier. I lost my Twitch account permanently 1 week after that debate because him and his co-partners' fans mass reported me. And when I got banned, did they go out and stick up for me and say, hey, this guy should really be reinstated? He's in the struggle against Israel. Did they go out on their platform and say, I may not agree with him, but he should have a Twitch account? No, just the opposite. They actually got me banned. They celebrated the banning, and then they extolled that as a useful strategy to suppress the far right. Now, these are only a couple of examples that I have firsthand knowledge of, but this, by the way, has happened with everybody and anybody. People that you like, people that you don't like, people that I like, people that I don't like. Whatever happened to the great anti-Israel activist Andrew Anglin? Well, the SPLC chased him out of the country. The Daily Stormer was one of only, I think, 3 or 4 websites ever banned from Cloudflare. He literally cannot return to the United States because the SPLC has chosen a plaintiff to sue him for everything he has. Father is being harassed and stalked by these people, and recently he had to shut down his business because he makes no money. He can only collect donations through Monero and other privacy coins. What about David Duke? Same story. Whatever happened to the rightstuff.biz? Whatever happened to Mike Enoch and Eric Stryker? These are people, by the way, that I don't even like. These are people that I feuded with on the far right. These are all people that over the past 10 years have been utterly destroyed by the billionaire class, by the Israel lobby, by Jewish groups like the ADL. All of this was visited upon them with the far left literally leading the charge as the activists, collecting their anti-Semitic statements, running them up the flagpole, doing research and creating quantitative data about these people so that they would be permanently suppressed forever. Now think about what's happening under the Trump administration. For the first time in history, you have an ostensibly right-wing administration that is pushing back against the far left, pushing back against Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, against the SPLC, against Antifa, against people like Hasan Piker, against some of the progressive elements in the Ivy League universities. And by the way, these people are getting a small taste.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, they are getting a sample of what we have been going through. And by
the default setting is we get fucked always. And the Democrats and the liberals and the communists, they get like, you know, a soft touch because just because the liberals that are in our government, they kind of agree with communism. They just don't agree on the means to an end kind of a thing. And they get pissed off if they think, oh, you know, the end of the world is coming as soon as one left-wing person gets attacked. Well, fuck them.
I mean, the Groypers, I mean, the far right, I mean, anybody right-wing that's criticized Jews or Israel going back decades, they are getting a small taste, a small sample.
They want us to be
of that.
Worried.
And what now do we hear from the so-called right wing? They throw their arms up and they say, what about the precedent? They say, we may not like Hasan, but we don't agree with the government coming down on him. We may not like what they're saying, but we really need to defend their right to speak. And I'm sorry, why are we doing this? What is the point of this? Why would we now advocate on behalf of people that have literally been trying to get us killed? They would be indifferent if we died. On some level, they have directly or indirectly contributed to assassination attempts against us. And now we're advocating for some kind of both sides equivocation. They should have their civil rights. They should be free from harassment. I don't see how that benefits us. I don't see how that benefits anybody. And this is why I said a few weeks ago, one of the only good things the Trump administration can do and should do is crush the far left. Go after them, go after their donors, go and look into BLM. Who was funding all of these bail funds? Who was funding all of these defense attorneys that got all these people off during the summer of love? Go after the SPLC. Go after the ADL. Who do you think runs the ADL? And before you say Jews, it was an Obama administration alum, Jonathan Greenblatt, that runs the ADL.
Such a scumbag.
Go after those people. Go after their funding. Go after their professionals. Go after their networks. Go after their foot soldiers. And by the way, who exactly does it help to keep these people in business?
Yeah.
What was Hasan Piker doing in January? Was he warning about the war in Iran? Is he an activist against the war in Iran? Or was he out there in little Somalia in Minneapolis, dressed up like Mao Zedong, LARPing as a revolutionary, advocating for Somalis who fucking steal from us to be protected from investigation by the DOJ? Him and his comrades were out there attacking ICE agents, preventing them from deporting people. You have him and his backers bailing these people out of prison.
Subversive.
What about this is helping the Israel critical cause? I'm sorry, I'm missing the point here. And here is the larger picture about all of this. I want to make this very clear. The slogan on this shirt is America First. The name of this show is America First. This movement is called America First. It isn't called Israel Last. It isn't called anti-Israel no matter what. It's called America First. What does America First mean? As it pertains to Jews and Israel, it means we have identified that Jews are an extremely organized, extremely rich, powerful, race-loyal group, and if given the privilege of power and legitimacy and authority, they will abuse it to benefit themselves at the expense of Americans. That is our beef. That's our problem. I don't hate Jews. I don't hate all Jews. I'm not out to get Jews. My ideology is America first. I believe that if you live in America and you make money in America and you have power, decision-making power over Americans, your sole and overriding interest must be the well-being of America and Americans.
100%.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, Jewish billionaires, Jewish lobbying groups, Jewish activists, they don't do that. They have an enormous amount of power and influence in the media, in banking, in politics. They contribute hundreds of millions of dollars to campaigns. They have huge platforms in political media. And they have platforms in other ways too. People like Dave Portnoy or people like Ari Emanuel have immense power in the entertainment industry. And time and again, they abuse their influence and their power, which is a privilege, to put the interests of Israel or of Jews as a group over what is best for Americans. That's our problem. But by the way, do you know who else does this? Anybody that is pro-immigrant, which is the entire far left. Yep. You have a Jewish mayor in Minneapolis, Jacob Frey. He let BLM destroy that city. And by the way, so did the Democrat governor there. They let Somalis commit fraud and steal taxpayer money that they were sending as remittances to their clan in Somalia. That's not putting America first either. If you are letting black people destroy your city because they're mad about racism, if you are letting Somalis steal taxpayer money to pay for Lamborghinis and real estate projects in Mogadishu, that's not America first either. And yet, many people that criticize Israel for every other reason, they love the pro-BLM, pro-immigration cause. They are not America first. They are our enemies. So I don't care how anti-Israel Hasan Piker is. I don't care at all, because he is in Minneapolis making sure that Somali refugees can steal money from Americans. That's not America first. He is in Minneapolis making sure that BLM can get away with burning down the city and abolishing the police so that white people, or really any other American citizen, can't ride on public transit safely. That's not America first either. And this goes well above and beyond a difference of opinion. It's not like you have your opinion on the third world rape of America, and I have my opinion. You're in favor of it, I'm against it. They will use violence to further their objectives. Hasan Piker is a far-left ideologue. He thinks that if you believe that non-white immigration is incompatible with America, he believes you are a racist. He believes you are a Nazi. What do far-left people want to do with Nazis? They want to kill them. At the minimum, maybe they won't do the dirty work themselves. They will mobilize people to kill you, and then they will celebrate.
Whip them up into a mob.
Charlie Kirk was not even far-right. Charlie Kirk was some capitalist, basic bitch, conservative Trump supporter. He got shot in the face by who knows. Some people believe it was Israel. Some people believe it was a far-left lone gunman. It's outside the scope of this conversation. Charlie Kirk was murdered. He wasn't even far-right. He was not a racist. He was not a bad guy even. He was a mild-mannered, basic conservative. Hasan Piker and all these other left-wing Israel critics, they all celebrated and made light of it because they said, well, Charlie Kirk was a racist Nazi, so he deserved to die for spreading his poison. So it's not even enough that Hasan Piker and his comrades and allies will deploy to LA to make sure that no illegal immigrants get deported. It's not enough that they'll deploy to Minneapolis to make sure that Somalis can scam you out of money or black people can abolish the police. If you get in their way in any meaningful sense, they will sign your death warrant. They will send people to your house to try to kill you. They will get you fired from your job. If you say the N-word, if you say an untoward remark about black people, if in any way you indicate that you're problematic about gays and trannies, minorities, women, whatever, they say you're a Nazi, we're going to get you on tape, we're going to get you fired from your job, and if you get too influential, well, we will just try to get you murdered. And you think that we need to be advocating for these people? These people are on our side? We got to be looking out for them when they get hit by the Trump administration because of the precedent? There is no leg to stand on with these people. They hate us. And let's just take it to the final point, which is maybe the most important thing. Why is Hasan Piker against Israel? Him and all the other left-wing ilk, they are not against Israel for any reason other than they perceive Israel as a national socialist state.
Yeah.
Period. Bottom line, end of story. And that is in all of their rhetoric. They have no problem with Judaism as such. They have no problem with Jewish identity as such, or the Jewish oligarchy, or any of this.
In fact, they owe a lot of their power in America to Israel or to gays.
They have a problem with what they perceive to be as a right-wing strain of hyper-nationalist Zionist ideology. They are mad that Israel is trying to annex Gaza and indigenous people are being pushed around by a lighter-skinned colonial power. That is how the left perceives this issue. But they will not talk about Jews. They will not talk about Jewry. They will not talk about the Talmud. They are not interested in those conversations. Any of them, whether it's Haz al-Din, whether it's Hasan Piker, whether it's Destiny, whether it's Naomi Campbell, whether it's any of these people, they will all maintain this has nothing to do with Jews or them as a group or a Jewish oligarchy. They view all of that as a form of racism or racialism. To them, the problem is ideological. They see Israel as being captured by right-wing nationalists, and that poses this incidental problem over there. But it's not specific to Jews or their religion or their history or their identity or their ideology. And the scope of the problem has nothing to do with the global Jewish community, their transnational influence, or any of that. And what this means, to arrive at my point, is that if you do believe any of those things, they also consider you to be the enemy.
Yeah.
If I go out there and say the problem is we have a Jewish oligarchy, the United States must put itself first, we need to assert a distinct identity as a European Christian nation contra these ideological interlopers that want to impose liberalism or communism or some kind of ideology that only enshrines their power further, they will call me a genuine anti-Semite. They will say that I am a genuine Nazi. That's genuine Nazi ideology, genuine anti-Semitism. And further, they will say that because of what that is, I should be silenced, censored. That constitutes hate speech. I should be debanked, deplatformed, all the rest of it. And the point is, these people are never going to cross the aisle and join arms with us. They are never going to link up and combine forces for some kind of third candidate that's going to put Israel in our place. That is never going to happen.
There's never going to be
and I've basically been saying this the entire year. I said this at the beginning of the year. I think I said this all throughout last year. Make no mistake about it. That whole left-wing socialist ideology, it is not anything that is compatible with America First and nationalism and what we are trying to do over here. So I look at this problem in the country right now, which it should just be said, there is actually a problem of left-wing violence. These people are being radicalized and mobilized against the right wing. Charlie Kirk was shot at and left-wingers celebrated. that healthcare CEO was gunned down and everybody celebrated. The Palisades fire was set by some eat-the-rich, left-wing populist. All of this is going on, and it is being egged on by people like that. I think this is one of the legitimate uses of government power, that you go after those people that are encouraging their audience to go out and commit acts of violence, that are radicalizing their audience against their fellow citizens. Yeah. So I've been an advocate all year that, yes, the Trump administration, forget even about what is happening in Iran, forget about what is happening in Cuba, any of these other things that are related to Hasan Piker, go after him, because he is a visible, recognizable symbol of the kind of people that got Charlie Kirk murdered 9 months ago. So I think this doesn't go far enough. They threw a subpoena at him. He's going to have to produce some documents. They may depose him. They may haul him before Congress. And don't get me wrong, he's quaking in his boots, because it's very disturbing when the government is coming after you. Yeah. But they are not going nearly far enough. These people on the far left need to understand there are consequences for this kind of stuff. And this is the last thing that I'll say about it. There is theoretically, there is a contingent of people that would not identify as far left, but arguably they are left of center or left-wing coded or something like that. There are a lot of people out there, they're not necessarily right-wing ideologues. Maybe they're not even ideological. And maybe they're generally liberal, have a generally liberal demeanor, or even a libertarian demeanor. I think there are a lot of normal people out there, and they do want to see less crime on the subway, and they want to see less graffiti, and maybe they don't want to smell weed as much anymore, and maybe they think OnlyFans is out of control, and maybe there's too many illegals, and they have a problem with what's happening in the Middle East. And I believe that we can reach those people. Those are people that we can probably get on our side if we offer a platform that is Christian, that is pro-family, that is right of center, generally in favor of public order, putting America first, solving this country's problems, creating prosperity. These are people that we can bring to our side. And I don't want to alienate everybody and anybody that votes Democrat or is Democrat or would even identify as left-wing. But the progressive DSA, far left, these are not the same people. That is a different crowd. These are militant, fanatical ideologues, and they do understand and recognize on some level what we represent, which is we want a right-wing regime, and they will kill to stop that from happening. People like Hasan Piker, they have correctly identified that, yes, we are in favor of a far more right-wing regime. We are in favor of bringing a sense of order back to the country. And they would literally kill us to prevent that from happening. They're not going to join shoulders with us and say, well, we're going to elect a right-wing guy. Well, it's better than the alternative. No, they would rather us die than for that to happen. And they are willing and have been shown able to use violence to achieve those goals. And those people, there can be no quarter for them. Those people we are in an open conflict with. And I said the same exact thing after Charlie Kirk died. If you go back and watch my show from September of 2025, I said the same exact thing. I said, you want a right-left coalition? You want to bring liberal people into it? I said, fine. Let's have a consensus that we don't use violence. Let's have a consensus that our biggest adversary is the foreign lobbies, these foreign interests, the billionaire oligarchs, not right and left-wing activists. But Hasan Piker is someone who has demonstrated over and over he is not a part of that consensus. He's out there telling people, if you killed Rick Scott, you would have free health care. Here's how to build an improvised explosive device to kill people. He's out there after Charlie Kirk dies, making light of it, making jokes about it as if that's okay. And he knows what he's doing. He's greenlighting the right wing for his tranny followers. He's greenlighting anybody on the right for the Discord moderators on HRT and on other drugs to go out and kill. And that should have no quarter. Fuck the far left. They are violent. They are anti-American. They are not America first in any way, and they can have no business being a part of this at all. They will never advocate for our side. They will never see us as acceptable partners. They will sooner work with the center right than they would with the far right, and they'll definitely work with the center left over anybody on the right. So anybody that's out there saying, oh, you know, we really got to advocate on his behalf, and you know, even on some level, joining with the Young Turks for that matter, it's a little bit too late for that. So I say, as far as the Trump administration is concerned, bring an end to the war in Iran and put Hasan Piker in prison. Disrupt Antifa, go after the SPLC. And here's how you know that's the right play. I'm just going to give you a thought experiment here, and then we're going to move on to our story about Iran. Let's say, for the sake of argument, Trump administration shuts down the SPLC. They got $700 million in offshore bank accounts. Let's say he shuts down the SPLC. Let's say they shut down the ADL. They get Hasan Piker banned from Twitch. Let's say they disorganize Antifa. They get all those groups under control, shut down all the avenues for funding, all that backdoor funding that they do. Would that be better or worse for the far right? Let's say you've got one of those National Socialist clubs. Let's say you're part of the active clubs. Let's say you're Patriot Front. Let's say you're a Groyper. Let's say you're any flavor of right-wing activist. Is that better or worse for us, for you? You know, if you're in this movement, it is unequivocally, without a doubt, zero question, far better if none of that stuff existed. Because 9 times out of 10, if a far-right staffer, congressman, donor gets doxxed, it's by a far-left group. If a far-right person gets shot, beat up, doxxed, harassed, fired from their job, swatted, it's a far-left activist
every time
that did it.
Every time.
Who's competing for that Israel-critical market share in the media market? Well, it's us in the far left. Everybody knows there's a problem with Israel. And who are they going to go to? Are they going to go to some hip socialist, left economic populist? Or are they going to go to the far right? Without question, it is a better world for the far right, Israel critical or not, if the far left does not exist. Do you see the SPLC? Do you see them out there fighting the Jewish lobby? Absolutely not. Their Hate Watch subsidiary, they literally have a countdown timer on their wall of when America becomes minority white. They are principally dedicated to undermining and destroying white nationalism, Christian nationalism, white identity, Christian identity, any kind of erstwhile fascist or right-wing authoritarian movement. That is their overriding objective. And the same goes for these progressive DSA types like Hasan Piker. You get these people out of the picture, the right wing fills the void without question. So I think that's one of the few good things the Trump administration can do. I am against them shutting down Harvard. I am against them taking over TikTok. I'm against the war in Iran. I'm against so many of these policies, but going after the far left, that is something that benefits the entire right wing, and there should be no love lost there. And the only people that don't understand that are people that have never been through this and aren't even right wing to begin with. So that's Hasan Piker. I do want to move on. I don't know how much time we're going to have actually to cover Iran. We might need to save that for tomorrow. We're already here. I guess I might as well just get into it. Let me see how many super chats we have. Okay, we have like 100 super chats. So, you know what? Maybe we'll save Iran for tomorrow. Yeah, you know, we'll save it for tomorrow. We'll get into these super chats because there's a lot of them, but I'll spend some time on them and it'll be a good super chat segment. The Iran story is very long, so we might just have to push that back to tomorrow. And it's a holiday. All right, let's take a look at our super chats. Let's see what you have to say about all this.
Nice.
Let me take a look. We'll see. Time to hear from the Groypers. What do you think about the new campaign? Did you play the campaign yet? The multiplayer's great. We got to play the campaign. What do you guys think about the new campaign, War Against Everybody? I got to be honest, I'm pissed off. I was kind of taking it on the chin for a little while, and now I'm just pissed off. With everybody and everything, I've had my limit. I'm blowing my top. Boss, I'm blowing my lid. Never beating the... We are never beating the allegations. You know, like blowing your lid. Okay, that's crazy. You know what I meant. Never, dude. The allegations are undefeated. How about a war? How about a Groyper war against the allegations? All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna take a look at our. We're gonna take a look at our super chats. We'll see what you guys have to say. Pause. No, but that's actually crazy. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here.
Commando sent $20. Rock a mullet with a stash.
No, dude, I will never do that. I will never. We are going to war against that. Ironic mullets and mustaches are out this year.
Ujesalal sent $20. Hey Nick, me and the homies love your show. Much love from New Mexico. Handshake emoji.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. W New Mexico.
Roy Promotion sent $100. Have you watched any of Dogi stuff? He's low IQ and degenerate, but the 22-24 Ascension and Generational Run were peak before you remove them. Clav's Ascension strategy is a copy. Retard maxing works.
I don't know who that is, but thank you for the big super chat. No, I have not watched his stuff. I don't know who that is.
Welded to the floor sent $20. You mispronounced Harbinger and said Harbinger on your recent Steven Crowder debate.
I know.
Fucking retard. Love you. Goat emoji. Check Roy Pat sent $20. You misunderstood me last night. I wanted to bake you cookies. BCS are getting dangerously thin. Saw your edits on EDTWT.
You saw the ED Twitter edits? Yeah, I saw one of them was really good. It was like me and this girl, and the girl's like in her car, and she's like, "You're fucking fat, bitch." What's the name of this girl? Maybe that's my match. Maybe that's my looks match. I'll see if I could pull it up. We'll get a little we'll turn this into a desktop stream. What do you think about that? Let me see if I could find this. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Can I find it? Okay, I think this is the right. This is definitely the right account. I got to see if I could just find the right edit. It's from like a week ago. Oh, I think it's this one. Okay, yeah. All right, let me do this. This will be worth it. This is so worth it. Okay, yeah, here we go. You just need to stop eating.
Shut your damn mouth, stop eating.
Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
Nothing tastes as good as being skinny feels.
Put the food down.
If you're hungry, do not eat, bitch.
Stop eating for me.
Do something else other than fucking eating, you goddamn fucking pig. Like, I am so sick of this now. We're not eating anymore. Like, stop eating.
No more fatties. No more disgusting pigs. We can't do it.
A lot of the reason you're miserable is because you're fat, okay?
Try to lose weight by not being a disgusting pig.
Like, why do you eat a fat pig every day?
I just stopped eating. Easy. It's called self-control. It's called discipline. I just stopped eating.
I'm so tired of people and like not being able to have any discipline in their life.
You know how easy it is to lose weight? It's so easy.
You're not gonna die from this. You're gonna like, look better, so shut up.
I think if you eat more, you get fat. If you eat less, you get skinny.
You're very immature. Like, to be honest, like overeating is very disgusting and immature.
Some of you disgusting pigs, you need to get on drugs to lose weight. Let's just try not eating.
It's kind of ridiculous. It's eating food, putting food in your face. Stop doing it. Wait.
So true. That's so. Maybe that's gonna be my wife. That's so true. She just gets it. ED Twitter just understands me. I don't know. Is that an eating disorder? That's just called. Hang on. That's just called being skinny. I don't even think that's an eating disorder. That's not even an eating disorder, dude. We are honestly cooked. We are obese as a country. if telling people to lose weight means you have why is that a thing? You tell people stop eating and they say you have an eating disorder. In the old days, that's just called being skinny. And it's a lifestyle. So, people are saying she's married? Oh, man. Well,
John
no,
Marston sent $20.
maybe next time.
Do you watch The Boys? Also, have you played Red Dead Redemption?
No, that show is stupid.
My Giga sent $50.
Never seen it.
We need to actually do something. All you do is talk. Nick, you're right. Let's vote against them and punish them. OMG, I would never betray them like that. Okay, then STFU forever.
Yeah, great simulated
Yarrow Ball at
conversation.
49 cents, $20. Merry Christmas, Nick. I got a free USA/Israel Alliance pin. Goes great with the hat and quarter zip.
Okay, trying to be funny, very good.
Catherine
Well
Alexandria
done.
sent $20. Iowa Grow Wipers mobilized the youth vote for Zach Land for governor on June 2nd. Keep IPAC fiends draw off the ticket in November.
Okay.
Grown Up Boy sent $200. Real niggas move in silence.
Yo, thank you for the big super chat. Appreciate it. Very true. Very true. Thank you for the massive super chat.
Groypack Rumor sent $100. Why do so many decently attractive and sometimes even hot female school teachers love having sex with 13-year-old boys?
All women are pedophiles. That's why.
Yeah,
All women. You need to understand this.
right.
It happens so often.
'Cause our
How many
society
times have you
doesn't talk
seen this
about it.
story now? If you've been on the internet for longer than 9 months, you realize that women love having sex with underage boys.
Yeah,
It's
there's no
actually
rules
crazy.
against it.
Everybody wants to. This is how you know you're a feminist.
Women can't
Is
do
if
wrong.
all you do is talk trash about Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, I would kill pedophiles if I've seen them. Really? How about that? How about that high school teacher that slept with a 14-year-old guy? Go ahead. Go ahead. You see all these like right-wing chuds? Tell me I'm wrong. You see all these disgusting right-wing chuds and they have like a hoodie that says, kill your local pedophile. Your local pedophile is a high school teacher and she's a woman.
Yeah.
Your local pedophile is a high school math teacher and she's a 10 out of 10. Go ahead. Go kill her. I'm not advocating violence. I'm saying, oh, really? Kill your local pedophile. It's sort of like when you say, doctor, and everybody thinks of a man. And people go, really? Why didn't you think of a woman? No. Can I speak to the doctor? I am the doctor.
Making a really good point.
Same thing. Kill your local pedophile. Your local pedophile is like a busty 10 out of 10
What a
math
good
teacher,
point,
and she's
man.
a girl.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
Fucking-
All these pedo hunters,
It's like
pedo
superhuman.
watchers, these pedo hunters, they're all on the apps. And you know what they do? They basically bait disgusting losers. Of course they're going to go for that. You get like the most chopped, ugly, disgusting guy of all time. They get 0 swipes, and then a 16-year-old swipes right on them, and they show up, and you destroy their life.
Yep.
You want to find pedophiles?
That's it.
High school, bro. Go to high school. Find the hottest teacher in the high school. There's your pedo.
Yep.
You know, why don't they get on that? Because society hates men. Society hates men. Society says every man is a rapist, every man is a pedophile, every man's a piece
And
of shit.
No woman is. No woman
That's
is a
the
piece of
truth.
shit.
That's kind of a bit. I'm kind of doing like a bit. It's kind of a joke. Obviously, there's real pedophiles that are men out there. But isn't that kind of true, though? You get all the, like, your
he was
typical
talking about
right-wing
boys.
chud is gonna see a New York Post Daily Mail story about like some busty 10 out of 10 math teacher has sex with 3 16-year-old students at the same time. And he goes, oh, we should give those guys a trophy. That's actually awesome. Then you get some like 25-year-old guy has a relationship with a 17-year-old girl, and they say, kill that man, lynch him, this guy should be put under the ground, disgusting pedophile. And you're like, you switched up. What's going on? Let's at least keep it consistent. Am I wrong? And with the women, it's always egregious. It's never like, high school teacher has like a romance with the 17-year-old guy. It's never like that, is it? It's always like 32-year-old busty smoke show has massive orgy with the entire football team, all at the same time, every day for 3 weeks. They got an Airbnb, and it was like euphoria every day when they were at nationals, when they were at regionals or something. That's always the story. Am I wrong? It's always like she's texting and it's like, yo, thank you for the foursome. That's always the story. And every guy is always like, oh, those guys should be like, yo, let me buy those kids a beer. Yo, if that were my son, I'd give him a high five.
Yep.
Then you just get like a normal dude. He's like 22. He has a relationship with a 16-year-old girl. And they say, fucking pedophile. What, you couldn't find a girl your own age? Exactly. You couldn't sleep with a 30-year-old? MILFs are in.
Right.
And this just goes to show that is internalized feminism.
It is.
You have internalized the box. You are what you eat.
It is.
You have become the box.
Where men are the enemy, and now they have all these fucking women that are single women that are miserable, and they're trying to propagandize all the men of America to start dating 40-year-old losers, 40-year-old single loser ass women.
You lost a box battle. You are a box. You have been boxed in. You lost a box battle. You are boxed in. Put him in a box. You are a feminist. Women are the real pedophiles. Always have been, and they always have been. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Isn't that... I literally think I saw a Jake Shields tweet where it's like a teacher got caught for that, and he goes, oh, we should buy those guys a beer. Oh, there's an age gap relationship, and she's underage. Bro is practically screaming, crying, saying, you know, kill this person, kill this man. It's totally insane. It's totally insane. Somebody needs to say something.
Shitty leftist society.
I'll say it. So, yeah. And it's like an epidemic. How many stories have you seen like this? It's like every day. Daily Mail story. She's a 10 out of 10, but she slept with the high school basketball team. She's a 10 out of 10, but she had a threesome with the point guard and the quarterback. He's a multi-sport athlete.
Wisco Groip sent $20. Heard you talk about struggling to sleep. Magnesium and phosphate pill 30 to 45 minutes before bed changed my life. Santa Cruz Paleo.
Magnesium supplements, you think that's what's missing? Seriously? See, this is the thing. Like, you guys are just never going to get it. Can anybody relate? I feel like, I said this on Thursday, I'm going to say it again. I feel like I have these like deep existential problems. Like, I think about things a lot. My head hits the pillow. My eyes are wide open. I cannot sleep. I'm not even tired. And people go, oh, did you try melatonin? It's like,
you know exactly.
Yeah, like I've tried melatonin, you know.
I
you know what I'm talking about? You're like, head hits the pillow, lights off, you're all ready to go, and then your eyes just shoot open. You're just not even a little bit tired.
Bro, I would sit there and
mind is racing, thoughts are racing.
I went to sleep.
And you think to yourself, man, I should have taken magnesium about 3 hours ago. Like, seriously? Maybe sometimes you just have a lot on your mind, you know? Maybe sometimes you just are thinking, like you're thinking about a lot of things right now. You're just thinking about a lot of things. Like, yeah, I could also just take a sleeping pill. Like, I could also just get prescribed sleeping pills. That's not really the issue, is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really the issue.
It isn't.
You know, take magnesium, take melatonin. Yeah, I mean, if the problem was really like I just need to go down at 10 o'clock, I could take a tranquilizer, you know, like, and anybody could. It's not really the issue. It's not really addressing the problem.
Lodi sent $25. The Goy in Lodi, California are truly cooked. Jews have truly subverted them. They have no clue what's going on. Please save us, Nick.
Lodi.
Okay, I don't know where that is, but thank you.
Catherine Alexandria sent $20. The Groy pets have a confession. We play a drinking game. Every time Nick checks his mogging status in the camera, we drink.
Is that true? I haven't done it yet. How do I look today?
Boyish.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is he doing his
I'm up to 128
face when he's ready to receive the anointing?
Because I ate a lot this weekend. I got my appetite back.
Anoint me.
I'm feeling hungry.
Penn State has sent $21. Women should be in the kitchen, not to be tried or anything, but because it's the law that prisoners get 3 square meals a day. Luxandria sent $20. I'm Renfem and I like your show. Would you agree the average man today sucks and the average woman is better?
No, I would absolutely not. Absolutely not. All men are kings. All men are kings. And women are...
Women. They're not men.
They're just, you know, out to lunch. Man, honestly, everybody is. Some men, too. The general quality of people is just in the toilet right now, all over the place. It's so hard to find people that you can really relate to, but I think that's just me, maybe.
Mestizo sent $20. Anna Kasparian Gravy Neck, or you don't get to ask those questions, Candace Owens?
You don't get to ask those questions. Oh, it's so tough. I like Anna Kasparian. I like Candace Owens. Don't make me choose.
Boomer Waffen sent $50. F all the kids mad at Alex Jones for constantly interrupting you. He's a national treasure, has been doing it for decades, and Nick is the only one of you who gets it. Respect your elders. Filial piety.
Well, that's just his show. He's keeping it moving. He's keeping it interesting.
China all the time sent $20. I can't be the only one who laughed when Candace, with Hunter, talked about her cousins, uncles all being addicted to crack.
Did she say that? That's kind of funny. I didn't watch it.
Thomas
honestly.
Cruz sent $100. I've been getting into a lot of 20th century revisionist literature. A lot of it paints Hitler as a hero who saved a Germany enduring hell. He sounds like a great guy. This goes against everything I've learned growing up. Can you tell me where you believe the truth is between the two extremes?
Thank you for the big super chat. I mean, look, like, I think it's in the middle, obviously. I don't believe that Hitler was like the savior of all mankind. I do think he was an anti-Christian force. Like he was not a Christian. And the system that he wanted to build, I think would have been wicked. And the people in his government were pagans trying to resurrect that. They were going to continue this like culture comp from Bismarck. I think they ultimately saw Christianity as the enemy. So I don't actually believe he was the most noble leader of all time. And I think in the end, yeah, he did become like a megalomaniac and so too aggressive ultimately. I mean, in the end, he failed. I mean, when you have to judge by the fruits and look at what ultimately happened to Europe. So yeah, I think he made a lot of mistakes. So no, I don't think he was this, you know, that's why I'm not a National Socialist and I'm not a Hitler worshiper. I don't think he was the devil. And I think that so much of what has been said about him is overstated. I think there's this mythological version of Hitler that's been created as this, you know, literally the worst human being that ever lived. But I do believe he's a tyrant.
Deadass Dom sent $20. Steyer is vocally against the war, against Netanyahu, against IPAC. Supports two-state. Bianca will not win against Becerra.
Okay.
Persian Groy sent $20. You have changed my life, Nick. I converted to Catholicism. God will award you. Praying for you. Us Persians love you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless, man. Good for you.
CC Groy sent $20. Thoughts on golf? Do you play? Would you learn?
What Frex
sent $20.
What are we
Start
doing?
the lineup one fingertip length above her Adam's apple next time you shave beard/goatee.
Thank you
sent
for the
$20.
advice.
Song
Appreciate
suggestion
it.
for edits using you by Mars Argo. Common Void sent $20. Where can I rent that Nick Fuentes lookalike Faith Merrill uses to hold her purse?
That's actually crazy. Like, that's actually the most insane, psychotic thing I've ever seen. It's like, and people were saying that was me at the Bean. It's like you people don't even know me. It's honestly insulting. It's like, I feel like I'm at this point in my life where you give and give. I feel like you know me, and then you see something like that and you go, is that him? It's like you don't even know me. You don't even know me. That's crazy. It's truly insane.
Big B Wolf sent $500. Moved into the business sector with my brother and we are sending quickly in a vital part of the market within distribution. We will be working towards getting powerful enough to make big contributions to the movement. Hiding power level and we'll be reaching out when we know the time is right and we can help. Thoughts on getting on local school boards?
Well, glad to hear it. Thank you for the big super chat. Keep plugging away, man. Good luck to you. I hope it's going well. I appreciate the massive super chat. Thank you so much. School boards, I mean, yeah, it's a start. Yeah, it's a good step, but I don't really believe that's the end all be all. I think that's a good stepping stone if you're trying to leverage that into something else. That's a good place to start a political career, but you know, on its own, I don't know how much that's going to do.
Willie DeGroy sent $100. Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. Crazy that people think you'd date someone still associated with AFU.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Thank you for the big super chat. Look, there's a lot of craziness about that. There's a lot of craziness going on there. For openers, it's no e-girls. It's like, did we forget the cardinal rule? Did we forget the first rule of America First? No e-girls? You think I forgot? There's a lot of craziness.
Texas Groy per lawyer sent $21. Had a big promotion all lined up. Thought it was on lock. Instead, they found an H-1B Jeep with less demands. Fuck immigration.
Damn. Well, why are you posting your L like that? It's kind of crazy. It's like, I don't really want to hear that. I know, like, that's good propaganda, but people go, I lost my job to an Indian. Fuck immigration. It's like, dude, you're just saying you lost. You're just telling me that you lost. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, yes, like, okay, that is something that is happening. It's terrible. But I also, you're coming across like seething.
Herman
I don't
German
like
sent
that.
$100. Dan Juzerian, Tucker.
I prefer people that got the
Herman
job.
German sent $100. Dan Juzerian, Tucker Carlson, and non-I Candy Owens as well as all the low IQ anti-Semites are a massive liability to the movement. AF will grow past all of them. You're making all the correct political calls. Peak long-term planning. America
Thank you for
first
the
is
big
inevitable.
super chat. Thank you for reminding me
Indiana
of that.
Catholic
Thank
sent
you.
$20. What is the AF position on AI? It feels like there are many different messages being pushed about what's best for the USA.
I'm very ambivalent about
Black Ops
it.
Khalil sent $20. Thanks for all you do, Nick. Love the show. God bless you.
Thanks.
Lana Del Rey Groyer sent $20. I told you this e-girl would pull some BS and you defend her for my super chats. Look how she repays you. Don't be nice. Lana Del Rey Groyer sent $20. If you had disavowed her long ago you could have Canadian Nationalist sent $20. Just got baptized Catholic this Pentecost. Canadians need to infiltrate the Conservative Party like this movement is doing.
Dude, no. Canada's over. Like, forget it. Why is it always like, no, dude, there's no future in Canada. Just come here.
Faith Fuentes sent $21. Today at Walmart I saw Mexicans in Nazi shirts so we all screamed. Heil Nick Fuentes. Who is Logan Ranger sent $20. Would you rather have a bunch of blacks committing crimes and a flood of Mexicans coming in USA, or a bunch of natives committing crimes and Indians flooding in Canada?
Definitely America.
Feminify sent $1,000. Christ is
Yo,
king. Crown
thank you
emoji.
for the massive super chat. I really appreciate it. Wow, it's another female donor. Thank you for the massive super chat so much. God bless you. I appreciate all the support. So true. Christ is king. And I appreciate all the love from Femina Fide. It's the women doing all the heavy lifting. I got to stop being so sexist.
I noticed women actually do donate way more.
Well, against some people, maybe, but I appreciate
not
all
nearly
the
as many.
support. 07's in the chat.
Alabama
God
sent
bless you.
$25. Hey Nick, looking good. My girlfriend won't stop eating and it's ruining our relationship. What should I tell her?
Gotta break up with her, man. Dump her.
Joel Grow-Hyping.
She won't stop eating. You gotta dump her, man. If it's more than 2,000 calories,
Joel Grow-Hyping sent $20.
Take a
Futility
hike.
for Pope Leo in the church today. We had hoped you'd expound on it for the goyim who likely haven't read any of it.
He's right about that.
Okay.
Gumble2Gumble sent $20. The people honored today didn't die for freedom. They may have signed up for noble purposes, but nothing they did made us more free. It is easier to con a man than to convince him he's been conned. Gumble2Gumble sent $20. Which wars made Americans more free? I'd say the Revolution, 1812, the Civil War, for blacks, and that's it. The rest of them have been for the rackets, as General Smedley Butler said. War is a
This is just such like a low vibrational observation. It's like I just don't even, I don't see it, I don't hear
Pasta
it.
Boss sent $50.
They didn't die they died for like a scam. Okay,
Pasta Boss sent $50.
Like really
James
profound.
Fishback's business partner Asaf Abramovich is a massive Zionist, and Fishback wrote for Bari Weiss as the Free Press as recently as May 25, 2024. Incubate Debate also visited the embassy one of two.
Dude, he's a dark triad. Dark triad points the way. We don't care. James Fishback supports me, and Dark Triad points the way. Oh, you're telling me he's a sociopath that'll do anything to get elected? Oh, okay, I guess. Like, that's a bad thing. I see people saying, but James Fishback, we don't really know who this guy is. It's like, dude, he supports me. He put on the hat. He's a sociopath. Okay. Yeah, that's actually what we need. Like, it's called being smart. It's called doing whatever it takes to win. So I like him. And you know what? The Jews don't like him now. You know what's interesting? Here's something I observed recently. You know who's attacking James Fishback for all these things? Eyal Jacoby, the New York Post, Max Nordau on Twitter. Isn't that really interesting? So
those are good enemies.
Laurel Loomer and the New York Post and Eyal Jacoby and Max Nordau, all these like pro-Israel Jews, they all want us to think that he's an Israeli operative. That's weird, because if he's an Israeli operative, wouldn't they want to not attack him? Take a look at who's attacking James Fishback. It's literally Max Nordau, who is in the pocket for Ron DeSantis in 2023 on Twitter. Google Max Nordau. That's a Twitter account. It's named after a Jewish Zionist. So they cannot stop the fish. They cannot stop Fishback's momentum. An object in motion will remain in motion. They will not stand in our way. Nothing will stop us now. Nothing will stop Governor Fishback.
I remember when he
This
didn't
is
even
just
know
a
who
lot of
Fishback
FUD. You're
was.
spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and honestly, you should question your allegiances.
Hitler's favorite chink sent $25. Going to fight for Israel tomorrow and cook Long Live America first.
Okay.
Liz, but you sent $100. Hi Nick, you're probably not accepting wife applications right now, but would you like an Ecuadorian wife that can cook cuy for you?
Absolutely not. But thank you for the big super chat. I appreciate it. What about that? What about that would you think, do you think would be appealing? Cook cuy? I don't even know what that is. Like, no thank you. Are you going to make refried beans or something? I appreciate the big super
Kick
chat.
Butkowski was right, sent $20. You look like Lord Monkey Fist from Kim Possible. King of New York. More like King Kong of New York. Toodles. Casket Basket sent $100. Happy Memorial Day. Did you eat box?
Thank you for the big super chat. Appreciate it.
Shavery sent $20.
Amazing.
Ben Shapiro is so desperate to stop the generational fall off that he's doing Fortnite videos getting absolutely shit on.
Yeah,
Head
I
to
saw
Bevic sent
that take about
$23.
10
Why the
million
standing
times.
piss hate? Potty training. Didn't your mom put a paper boat in the toilet for you to sink? That's peak mail.
Jojo.
Okay.
Lou Pipeala sent $20.
Jojo,
Tucker saying
Jojo.
not to pay your credit card debt is absolutely absurd. He's deliberately trying to hurt people.
It is. That all of that is reckless advice. Get married young, have more kids than you can afford. Don't pay your credit card debt. I saw he did a show today. He goes, I don't have that much money. Bro, what are you talking about? I saw this clip today from Tucker from his most recent show. He goes, I'm not in that world. I don't own any businesses. I was an employee. I talk for a living. I don't have that much money. It's like, dude, you probably have $20 to $50 million. What are you talking about? I don't have that much money. Totally insane.
Beast Bro Viper sent $21. Yesterday was my grandma Linda's 65th birthday. She always stays up late to watch the show. Could you wish her happy birthday?
Laura Loomer
Is that real?
Isn't a real J, right?
I don't know. That doesn't sound very real to me.
Gumble2 sent $20. You dog Casey Putsch for losing. But what races have a Grow Vipers won? Ooh, 7 Grow Viper.
He's a loser.
Ooh, 7 Grow Viper sent $50.
Enough said. You dog him for losing, but, dude, he's a loser. Enough said. End of story.
Ooh, 7 Grow Viper sent $50. Thank you for doing a show. Hope you had a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
Fields
Appreciate
sent
it.
$20. Do we have your permission to spam boomer slop AI propaganda on Facebook to deracinate them? I'm bottom of the barrel human capital, by the way, so nothing better.
I don't even know
Chicago
what that
Grow
means.
Viper sent $20. Hey Nick, today is my girlfriend at HJ Grow Up sent $45. Just turned 24 last Friday. Bunk status is nearly here. Appreciate all you do for the movement. Praying for you and your family.
Hey, well, happy birthday. Yes, yes. Unk status. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, more slop. It's all. Why is it all just slop? It's just heaping helping of garbage slop. Just turned 24. Unk status is here. Happy birthday, bro. Yeah. Unk, like, whatever.
Alex
yeah,
Pacheco sent $20. So, summer drop soon? Eyes emoji.
Just
Laura
stop
D
with
sent
that,
$20.
please.
What's up, Nick?
What's up?
Consulting Chud sent $30. Great show. Thoughts on the rise of TikTok acceleration as a meta?
I don't know what you're
Diversity stole
talking
my
about.
bike sent $767.
Yo, thank you for the huge super chat. Diversity stole my bike. Another goat. Appreciate all the support. 6-7. Thank you for the massive super chat. Yo. 767. Thank you for all the support. 07's in the
Saul
chat.
Rosenberg sent $500.
67 in the chat.
Happy Memorial Day.
Hey, thank you for the massive super chat. Happy Memorial Day to you as well. Hope it was a good one. Hope you had some burgers and dogs
Clav
today.
Groiper on X sent $20. Hot take. If you're disloyal to Clav, you're disloyal to Nicholas J. Fuentes, the leader of the Groiper movement. Politics Jester.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Look, I like Clav, but it's about loyalty to me. I like Clavicular. We are not in a Groiper war with Clavicular at all. I like the guy. But let's not get it twisted. It's loyalty to me, to America first. It's rape, kill, and die. Sorry, eat, pray, and love for me. Okay? So no, let's not go that far, but I do like Clav.
A young boy sent $20. Cancer Groiper here. Is it going if we went to Spain to watch a rugby match but took a private jet?
What are you even
Chevrolet
talking
Groiper sent
about?
$20.
Just shut up.
My favorite part about being in the $100 month club is knowing all the rich super chatters on a personal level.
Yeah, very true.
Linear Algebra Groiper sent $20. Why do the problems with Trump's wartime policies always have a solution? Because all of his rows have pivots. Out of the box Groiper sent $20. What's the deal with Fishback's new wife? That doesn't even feel real. And wasn't he married when he went on BBD?
Dude, who cares? Well, what is this like, okay, like, so what? No, he has to date her for 10 years before they get married. What is this all of a sudden? What's the deal with this? What's the deal with Governor Fishback banning OnlyFans in the state of Florida? I don't know. It's not, who put you up to this? Did Sophie Rain pay for this? I'm starting to suspect that Sophie Rain is like astroturfing this campaign against Fishback.
And the Jays.
It's
Apparently
literally
he's a
OnlyFans
pedophile.
gooners are at war with James Fishback. What's the deal with this new wife? What's his problem? It's like, you're just mad that he's going to make your porn go away. Okay, your OF girl is going the fuck to jail. Said Governor Fishbacks. I don't want to hear this
Brian
anymore.
Campos X sent $20.
I'll have
Man
none
here.
of it.
Love your show.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Horseshoe
it.
Theory Optimist sent $20. 5 years ago it was hashtag learn to code, now there's no excuse. If you were broke you need to hashtag learn to vibe code.
You need to learn Claude. You need to learn Claude coding.
The prison sent $20. Nick, I specifically bought mace, just so I can pepper spray the shit out of Jews just like you.
Okay, don't do that.
National Guard Groiper sent $30. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. Ephesians 2:8.
Oh my
TPK
gosh,
Sco sent
amazing.
$250 for the movement.
Yo, thank you for the huge super chat. I appreciate it. Beautiful. Thank you for all the support.
Groipbead sent $30. You should have a convo on or off stream with Tecton. He's a great guy and streams on Rumble.
Okay.
Forgot the fries. Groiper sent $20. The right is broken into a schism, those that preach 200 grams of protein per day and those that believe in one burger or nothing. Denario sent $20. 2 tens from Denario. Knicks being in the finals and all of New York going crazy over it in the streets is pretty keen ONGL.
I haven't been following that, but okay, W that. W Tenrio, 2 tens from Tenrio, the GOAT. We got to get back together, man. We got to lock in. We got to lock in. Tenrio Summer.
Groiper sent $20. How long till they classify the Groiper curse as a WMD? The casualty count is getting out of hand.
Truly it is.
Anna Kasparian's Fat Can sent $20. Do you own a gun? Why or why not?
Yeah, I have guns.
Weedman Bad sent $20. No more brown clown. Sneako is trash. I am related to former Cuban President Ramon Grau San Martin, by the way.
Okay.
He rejected the creation of Israel while president of Cuba. Let me be your brown homie.
Oh my
AM
gosh.
first.
That's just so beneath you.
Lamb sent $20.
I think Anna Kasparian might be the best looking woman in American politics today. Might be by far, too. She is.
The beginning of your show went so hard, fuck all of your doubters. You have convinced me 100%. We love you.
How is it not
You
a
got to
bar?
go hard. Sometimes you just got to go
Barbecue
off.
Groiper sent $20.
Although
Do you like barbecue? I run a
she-
barbecue restaurant and would love to hear your take.
She looked-
We're
she tries to
4.8
be a
star emoji on Google. Also fuck Sneako.
It's okay. I like barbecue okay.
Matthew P sent $25. You have proven your competence 6 million times, but they don't prove their loyalty once.
So
Loyalty above
true.
everything.
That is so
Nico
true.
Groiper sent $175. I think I love you.
Stop. Thank you for the big super chat. I appreciate it. Been loving your content. Nico Groiper, I love your content. Oh, I love what you said. The Taylor Swift lyrics. Why is that so, why is that so true? Why is that so deeply true? Thank you for your timeline. Thank you for the gift of your timeline, your big super chat. I think I love you. I don't know if I'm ready for all that, but I appreciate the big super chat. Nico Groiper, the GOAT. Send the army.
Sneaky Goat sent $20. Designated hate for the designated hitter.
Yeah.
Racial Slur sent $20. What's your definitive position on the Dulles brothers?
I don't really have
Buford's-
one. It's like historical
Buford sent $50.
figures.
Groibers, please be smart before you try to make Nick's points in public or don't at all. It's half of you guys think that
Okay.
Netanyahu directly called for Charlie to get killed by a space laser ray gun.
Okay. Thank you for telling
Jackson
them, I
sent
guess.
$20. Nick, by the time the show starts on the East Coast, it's almost midnight. We have jobs.
I don't care.
Piano Ciano-
It's not for you then.
Piano Ciano sent
If you are too busy or too conventional or too important to watch this show at midnight, then I don't want to work with you.
Piano Ciano sent $25. Saw booths handing out free pipes and needles to addicts. While I pay for my own insulin needles and taxes fund it. God bless.
Dude, it's just like posting our L's. The posting our L's has to stop. You're just whining. You're whining about what? Being dysgenic? I have to pay for my own insulin. It's like, I don't know, like get rich, make money.
Granny grow up.
That's a joke. Everyone's going to say he hates people with diabetes. No, but yeah, like you're taking an L there. We got to just like transcend
Granny
that.
grow I percent $20. Imagine being stuck in a room with Sneako, Dan Kazarian, and Hasan Piker discussing their elaborate plan to take down Israel.
Yeah, collective IQ of 100.
Clemenza sent $20. Michael Corleone Summer.
Well, how about no LARPing?
Live Laugh Love for NJF sent $20. Nick taking a picture of Faith Merrill at the bean and getting caught in the reflection. Groiper.
Yeah. People
Sub Nigga
wish.
sent $25. My mom got red pilled secretly watching the show. Only thing she dislikes is how often you say nigga. Full Groiper family now.
Oh, wow.
Vanquish G sent $300. I speak on behalf of the all Groipers. Sincerely fuck Sneako. God bless. NJF.
Hey, thank you for the big super chat. I speak on behalf of the Groipers, but thank you very much. I
Groiper
appreciate
forever
it.
sent $100. Long live the king of the Groipers. Just say no to brown clowns.
Okay.
The Muslim is just trying to ride the goat's coattails.
Okay.
GOP equals Goyim occupied party.
Okay,
We are not
okay,
stopping till it is Groiper
okay.
only party. Thank you from one of the
Okay.
privates in the Groiper army. Groipers forever.
Okay, why you gotta make it gay? Like, why? For fuck's sake, dude. Like, you're just sabotaging me at this point. Why are you throwing like this? It's going to be Goipa only party. Goipa forever. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Thank you for the big super chat, though. But, like, let's just no message next time.
Granny Girl I percent $20.
Thank you.
These new rumors are proof the gay attacks were always cope and no one ever believed it. Insane people care so much, though.
Okay,
Thomas Masseyburner sent $20. Correction from last week. If Tucker and Kent are Israel critical, not pro-Israel. How do you explain them being allied with Vance/Sachs/Teal, who are clearly not Israel critical?
That's what the whole show is about. You're stupid if you don't get it.
Poopaking69420 sent 100.
That's just like so one-dimensional, low vibrational. If Kent and Tucker are anti-Israel, how are they allied with Vance? You have no idea what is going on. You're a fucking idiot. Like, you should just go watch. You should go watch Coco Melon or something. I think that's more your speed. Isn't there like some kind of AI Coco Melon thing you can watch? Like, where's your iPad? Can mom and dad go find your fucking iPad or something? Wait, but Tucker and Kent are anti-Israel and Vance isn't. Like, you just have no idea what is going on at all. You don't know how any of this works. You live under a rock. Just go do something else.
Poopaking69420 sent $100.
Hey, whoa. Poo Poo King 60. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. My man, thank you for the big super chat. Thank you for your help with that. Thank you for your help with that problem on Friday. Appreciate you and the boxers and the wrestlers taking care of that problem for me on Friday. Thank you very much. Appreciate the big super chat. Guys, you have no idea. You have no idea what's going on in Romania right now, man. It's actually crazy. We had to settle this thing between the boxers and the wrestlers. We had to get the crack team out here, figure it out, or else it was going to be not a good time for me. Had to get the Serbian passport in order just in case. No, but I appreciate the big super chat. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for your help with that thing.
Ferociously Rate the Sneaker sent $20. Great show.
Okay.
Playing in graphics sent $20. Hasan is a stochastic terrorist. We have to make this term synonymous with all of his ilk. They advocate for and fund terrorism. The summer of love was terrorism. DSA, SPLC equals Muslim Brotherhood.
I don't know about Muslim Brotherhood, but we could just call it like left-wing terrorism.
Lamb sent $20. Fishback getting married out of the blue was crazy. Our boy got laid though. Fuck Piers Morgan.
Okay.
Truth Lover 69 sent $20. What about multimillionaires? Groip to Power sent $25. 2026 Bitcoin price prediction. Slick sent $20. Groip or mom here. Love the rant.
Thanks.
The left is our enemy and so is the right. You are never wrong and that's why we applaud.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a W mom. W Groiper mom. It's the center right and the far left. They are both our opposition. I know this is very hard for people to understand. It's very hard for people to understand the dynamics. You know, somebody like Dan Kazarian, it's literally just like Jews bad, like, and that's where it ends. But they don't understand there is like this historical process. There is this dynamic politically that we have to deal with, which is that the far left does want us dead. The center right will work with the far left to destroy us. We have to use the far left in a way, or the left in general, as a battering ram to weaken the center right so that we can take over and infiltrate those right-wing institutions and take power.
Oh, no,
it's not that complicated. But no, there's not going to be this wholesome Chungus, hey, let's all put our differences aside and right and left are going to come together. It just doesn't work that way. Like, the left and the right are real.
Slay3R8888 sent $100. Proud of you for standing your ground with Sneako. Hang in there, man. We've got your back. W show.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the big super chat. Yeah, okay. You know, I was very positive towards him. How about some negativity now? Maybe we'll try that. I'm a very simple person. If I'm nothing but positive and nice and you treat me like shit, okay, let's try negative then. Let's go negative.
Bushbull sent $20. You are what you eat. Megaphone emoji. Megaphone emoji. Americana Politica sent $20. The Epstein class and the Epstein pedophiles are tiresome phrases.
Truly.
Aussie First Patriot sent $30. Hi Nick 22. Wrote 5K paper on Aussie sovereignty for Australia First comp starting a show. Pipe dream more worth it? Not a Nazi.
I would not. I mean, it depends on what you're about. I don't recommend it, especially in Australia, because you live in a police state. So what are you going to do? I don't know the dynamic there. I would ask people that you know in Australia, because I don't know how that works. It's a different political culture, different legal environment. Everything is different there. So I only know about the United States because that's where I live. Here, we've got First Amendment protections. I know how it works on the social platforms. We don't have the same kind of hate speech laws here that you have there. So it's hard for me to say. I would say it's very risky, and I'd be very careful about that.
Meek sent $20. Don't give up on Sneako.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to give up on him entirely, but right now, I mean, this guy's just like been treating me like a piece of shit. He's been a terrible friend, and I'm sick of it. And it's not about the drama at all. He's just being a dick. I've been nothing but nice to him, and he's throwing me under the bus for this piece of shit Jew Bilzerian. Okay, man, if that's your buddy, then that's your buddy. You have him. You guys deserve each other.
MV Ahern sent $20. Finally. No more clowns. Clapping hands emoji. Thank you. Groiper sent $50.
You know, it's like, here's the best part. He goes, oh, but you know, Dan Kazarian's my friend, blah, blah, blah. Dude, Dan Kazarian was not there for you when we were in Spain. He was not there for Ye 24. He hasn't been banned from things like we've been banned from. He's not like us, dude. Like and I shouldn't have to make the case. I shouldn't have to pitch my value as a friend. We've been through a lot together. We know each other very well. You're gonna dog me to
some J.
What? Be more friendly with this guy? It's just so nasty.
Dirty.
So
Gummy, dirty.
I'm not going to play that game anymore.
Groiper sent $50. Now I get it. It's not eating, sleeping, or magnesium. A week at a nice beach 5-star hotel or a Dagan week in a visa might help your
Okay,
AF
thanks.
999.
Yeah, thanks.
Sent $50. ERPA here. Had 2 patients blasting your clips across the department today. Also have a couple colleagues who were true grow wipers. The reach is undeniable.
Let's go.
Keep pressing. Nick.
We're pushing, bro. We're going to push through.
Toby Do sent $25. Grok says your last name is Surfardic Jew origin. Is this really true? Raper Groiper sent $20. Ice nigga Nick used to be the nice nigga, now he's ice nigga cold and also rapes bitch niggas to death bitch nigga. Shavery sent $20. Without aiming Dangerfield we wouldn't be saying fuck Sneako. Unintentional W.
You know, people have a way of showing their hand, you know.
Mr. One Ice Cream sent $20. 20 to 35 grams of creatine reverses 21. Catholic Crusader sent $20. Book recommendation. Caniac Groiper sent $20. Hey Nick, are you part of the Confederacy? Toucan sent $150. When we went to war with Iran I don't think you were as animated as you were during your 6-minute tirade on women pedophiles.
Very funny. Thank you for the big super chat. Very hilarious. Very funny.
Tim Growiping off sent $20. This place sucks. Want to get out of here.
I know, right?
Hunter Biden's coke dealer sent $50. Did you watch Euphoria? Season has been underwhelming. IMO and the Jake humiliation ritual arc was so gay and exhausting. At least they didn't make him a literal of cuck.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Night Shift Groiper sent $20. Nah, fuck that guy. You make Night Shift way more tolerable. The Galactic Emperor needs no schedule.
So true.
Slook sent $20. The girl is HRH. She's married and fantastic. Follow her. She posts her clips. 100 emoji.
I think I will. But yeah, I like her content. That was a good edit. Okay, that's our last super chat. That's going to do it for me. Man, okay, some of those were good. Some of those were bad. That's all we got for you. Remember to smash the follow button, smash the like button, leave a comment. I'm on the air Monday through Friday as always. Thanks for watching. Thank you to our top super chatters. Special thank you to Femina Fides, Diversity Stole My Bike, Big B.
Oh yeah, that was an excellent show. He always does good shows on especially like you know, holiday shows and stuff. Always does a good one. Anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. It was my pleasure, as always, to bring it to you guys on YouTube. And enjoy the rest of your holiday or the rest of your time before you got to go back to work. Till tomorrow. Have a blessed day.